I would say that we're living the era of personalization, and we see this many, many times when we see a Netflix article saying that they are changing the thumbnails for the end users in order to be able to help them look for their content better, and so on. So the background that brought us here is that nowadays we have a lot of services and subscription models in order to please all the customers, and we have all those services living together. We have subscription-based services that now are going to AVOD ads. So another problem, technical problem that we are facing as well nowadays. But we have those AVOD and SVOD freemium services living together. And also we still have some pay-per-view services where you go and rent a movie for a weekend and you watch it. I don't know if that's very popular here in the States, but where I'm coming from, Barcelona, I don't know if you know services that they are doing this nowadays. So users are more demanding on what's the content on the go as well. So Wi-Fi, the data consumption, the tech challenges, users are not at home anymore. So this has an impact on the devices. So you need to know which devices you want to tailor that specific experience to the users. So you need to know what they're using more, how they're using it, and help them on finding the content that they want. Because if we don't engage them, then we are losing them. And also, we have to take into account, and that's maybe this is why this is involved in here, it's that QoE is taken for granted. I still remember when I started like 10 years ago that the quality of experience was, oh please, I don't want to have another buffer in the next 2 minutes. And now I want a TV-like experience. I want something that goes flawlessly as if I was with the digital television broadcasting quality, and even better, even with 4K and everything that we are seeing nowadays in the encoding space as well. Okay, so QoE is taken for granted even if I'm watching everything on my phone, and that's actually something that we need to tackle. There is also a fierceful competition, so the market is rapidly changing. Some actors are concentrating. I mean, for example, we're seeing that in France or in Spain, there are broadcasters that actually, in order to fight against Netflix, they have all grouped together in hybrid HbbTV applications that they just share all their content for their end users so they don't lose that engagement. We even had some IPTV resellers or some telcos, in this case, that inside their set-top boxes, they put Netflix and HBO and their competition inside of it. And why? Why are you doing this if that's actually vampirizing your content? No? So that sounds like weird. Talking with these people, they told me that I prefer people using my box and being able to stay engaged there so I don't lose them forever. And maybe they like Netflix, so they log in and they just go to Netflix, an application that I don't have any kind of control, but then when I come back, I just watch that series that cost me like 10 million to produce, or that comedy show that is so popular and that I made along with other producers in the space. Okay, so for example, in Spain we have the Loves TV, or it's kind of a naming joke, like it's Loves TV because you love TV, but in Spanish, lo ves, it's you see. So that's the kind of thing. And also content is very important in the industry. Actually, it's the main driver of what brings us to there. It's true that, as I'm saying, and I know that I'm not focusing too much in QoE right now, but the idea is, yeah, I'm going to find the content that I want. But if the content doesn't work, then I don't care. I will go to other places I want to publicize here and download the content without anyone noticing it. And that's actually money that I'm losing, and that they're making me lose money against other users that are watching this content without having the permission to watch it. So here we have a saying that they say content is king. A few years ago, I updated it, or I liked to update it, saying that content is king, but quality is queen. And now I would say that, what I love to say, or I like to push this, and maybe you can help me out when you go out there and you just talk about that, I would say that data is king. Because with data, you don't know what content you want. With data, you don't know what quality you have without data. So you need this, this data, and a well-formatted data, and meaningful data, so you can succeed.